Hey guys, this is Jamie Johnson, the Epic Home Theater Guy. Today we're going to wrong or right. We're going to do a review of the Outlaw Audio 5000X power amplifier. YouTubers, you've missed out. This review should have been long ago. Couldn't find any reviews for one of the greatest budget amps that are out there. So let's go on this journey together. First off, let me say that this isn't a paid review. It's just something I'm doing for fun, so if it's fun for me, maybe it'll be fun for you. Second of all, let me talk about the difference between the Outlaw Audio 5000 and the Outlaw Audio 5000X. The Outlaw Audio 5000 came out first, didn't have balanced inputs, and so really the big difference between the 5000 and the 5000X is the addition of the balanced inputs being added, which is a very nice feature. Really, it's a feature that sometimes you only find on higher end power amplification, and this has got that. When I got the Outlaw Audio out of the box, which I'll have to admit was a bit of a challenge, at just over 50 pounds, it's a meaty power amplifier. The build on is solid, the components are great, gold on the inputs. The feel of it is good. The look of it is somewhat plain, but I like the aluminum brush facing on it. And I don't really need a power amplifier that's screaming from my rack. I want something that integrates in with the look of everything else. And in that way, the 5000X really hit the spot. Setup of the 5000X was really easy. Basically, everything's nicely labeled, and these binding posts are top quality, much better than the ones that you find on some of the Emotiva models that are in the same price bracket. So it was basically you plugged everything in, changed some settings in the receiver, and it was up and running. Let's talk performance. So 5 channels of amplification into 120 watts into 8 ohms, or 180 watts into 4 ohms. That's pretty good power. It's not killer power. It's not what I would call high-end power, but it's certainly enough to drive any speaker and do it adequately. In my own experience, when I hooked it up, I found a little bit better clarity. The big issue I was having before the amplifiers, I found it slightly above reference levels. The amplification from the receiver was just struggling. With the Outlaw 5000X, no problems at all. Great clarity, a little bit extra bass added, but the nuances were relatively small. The gains were small, but the main thing that I wanted is to not run into distortion at higher volume levels, and that completely disappeared with the 5000X. This is a Class AB amplifier, but it runs relatively cool. The build on the inside is fantastic, lots of cooling fins, and no problems with overheating so far. When you look at the bench test for this amplifier, one of the things you'll be impressed with is very low distortion, more power than what it's rated for by the manufacturer, and it sound quality wise matches up with a lot of the much more expensive amplifiers out there. Amplifiers with more wattage, with maybe a bigger brand name, it can match up with many of them. Not that it's going to match up with all of them. You know, there's fine tolerances that I think most audiophiles can live with, and this amplifier gives you just that. So what can I say about the Outlaw Audio 5000X? In a nutshell, it gives you more bang for your buck than most other higher priced amplifiers. I'm using this to run my LCRs up front, plus my 2 surrounds. That frees up power on the receiver side for my high channels and the rear channels. So overall, I've got tons of power now to do everything in dynamic situations where there's lots going on in a movie, or an Atmos music where there's all the speakers pumping out different sounds, and a lot of dynamic ranges. And with this Outlaw 5000X, I've been able to do everything that I was hoping for, and maybe a little bit more. Hope you enjoyed this summary. Please give us a like and follow us for future videos.